If your makeup seems greasy, oily, you're not understanding why, especially if you're using cream makeup products like I do, I'm going to help you out. Welcome back to my makeup troubleshooting series where I'm going to help you to see what you're doing wrong when it comes to your makeup routine so you can get the flawless makeup of your dreams. Let's talk about why your makeup looks greasy and oily, especially just what can you do to go ahead and prevent that. Let's talk about it in this series really quickly because this is gonna kind of be like a little bit of a rerun. Let's see exactly what we need to go ahead and do to go ahead and lessen the oil production or looking greasy. What you have to remember is that when you're using creams, not all cream products are created equally. Creams are made to go ahead and sit and move with the skin, not to just sit on top of the skin, to be flexible and move with the skin so that the skin looks breathable, especially with your all-in-one custom makeup palette that has the colors that are matched to make you. If you have not been color matched by me, you want your own custom palette so I can go ahead and color match you personally, head down to the description down below. I can go ahead and get that done. Then you can start following along and learn how to actually do this makeup for real, because that is exactly what we do here. Now, when it comes to your makeup looking very greasy, very oily, let's go ahead and do a couple checks and balances. One, make sure you're not applying a lot. Less is more when it comes to this makeup. You only need a little bit of product. Plus, you can always go back and add more where you need it. That's extremely important. 2, skin prep. Are we doing skin prep? Are your skin prep products that you're using like light products? You want them to be hydrating. You don't want them to be so milky and really thick consistency of toners and refreshers and moisturizers, because if you have combination of oily skin, that's only going to kind of lead to a disaster. You want light thin layers, products that really pack a punch with hydration. This is something that we have talked about earlier in this series. I gave you all the recommendations to that. So if you have not checked out the other videos in this series, please make sure that you go ahead and do so. Next is using a primer. If your skin is nice and balanced and it's hydrated and you have healthy skin, not perfect skin, healthy skin, you actually don't need a primer. You can just go in and be able to do your skin prep, go right to your makeup routine. Everything should go pretty smooth and nice and flawless. When you have oily skin, you might be one that wants to really control that oil. Using the right primers are going to be exceptionally important. Everything that we're discussing, I'll put in the description down below. There are dedicated videos for this that we've already kind of talked about. So if you have not seen those, head on over to my channel and go ahead and just splurge, because everything you need is definitely going to go ahead and be there. Using a primer can go ahead and really help to control the oils on your face by making sure you're prepping. Using a light primer can definitely make the biggest difference. Next is going to be your setting spray. Setting sprays matter. Understanding what type of setting sprays are going to do what will give you the results that you want. Some setting sprays and even primers are so popular. It's like the e.l.f. Power Grip and the Milani setting spray that is out in its drugstore. It's great. It can be so popular. It's going viral. Sometimes it's just not the right product for your skin. And these ones that I just particularly just said, those are actually better for somebody that has dry to normal skin versus somebody that has combination to oily skin like myself. You want to make sure that you have the right setting spray. I particularly love the Danessa Merrick setting spray. This is the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm that she has that is mattifying. It works absolutely amazing on the skin. The Charlotte Tilbury is great as well. I will recommend all those down below for you so you know where to go ahead and grab them. When you click on them, you'll be able to be taken straight to those places so that you can see this one is better suited for this type of skin type, so on and so forth. But the Charlotte Tilbury, this one is for all skin type, works really well at being a great setting spray. It can go ahead and hydrate the setting spray enough for dry skin. And if you use it like you need to use it for oily combination skin to go ahead and give a nice hold and control, it definitely can do that as well. Lastly is having the right kind of powder. Having the perfect powder that is going to go ahead and set your makeup and control the oil is important. I love the GR setting powder. It really is a true translucent powder. It's the same one I've always talked about in all of my videos, the same one you see me use. It's white. It truly is translucent. No, it's not going to make you look ashy or dusty or any of that. Even if you're a deep dark skin tone, you could still use this one. I love that one. You would just go ahead and finish off with either a setting spray afterwards or using a finishing spray after your makeup routine with that one. Having a good powder is really going to go ahead and set the pace. I like to have a setting powder that is kind of thinner and not so thick, because I feel that's when the cakiness can come in. It's just not a good look and it doesn't really work. I want to add a bonus here. Make sure that you understand the difference between looking oily and greasy and having a nice satin or dewy finish. A satin or a dewy finish looks so beautiful on the skin, and it can be controlled by using the right kind of primer, setting sprays, and setting powders. If your skin is greasy and just oily with anything that you're doing, that is a sign that your skin is severely dehydrated. With dehydrated skin, it's trying to be overactive to create a balance in the skin by giving more oil to help balance it out, which in turn is making you look more greasy. What you can do to fix that is really focus on hydrating the skin. Dries the skin out too much, and too many oil control type of products is eventually going to go ahead and do that. That leaves you down the same path of having the same dehydrated skin that is actively oil, creating a hot mess when it comes to your makeup. Making sure that you're having a good skincare routine, what is nice and hydrated, will help to give you the balance oily skin that you're wanting to have, so that you can have more flawless makeup routines. And that is about it. Go ahead and check the description down below for all of the details that we discussed in this video. Check out the other videos too. They're going to be so helpful for you in this series. Comment with all of the things. I would like to know what is working for you, what is stressing you out about your oily skin, what's happening with your oily skin, so I can really pinpoint you in the right direction and make some pieces of content especially for you. Let me know what they are down in the comment. I will see you in the next video.